know why I pulled you over?
You ran my plates and saw my rap sheet?
What? No, your vehicle.
All right, welcome back to another School Principal Reacts. My name is Brandon, and I'm a high school principal from the U.S. state of Georgia. Kicking off another reaction video to SpongeBob SquarePants today. This series is probably the most popular series on this channel. I know many of you like to tune in just for this in some cases, but many of you also enjoy Ned's Declassified and all of the other ones that I've touched on. Please keep those recommendations coming. But today's episode is going to be from season 10. It's called Burst Your Bubble. Several of you have mentioned this one in the comments section of my video, so I'm anxious to get into it and see what this one is like. Just a reminder to subscribe to the channel. I know many of you like watching my content, particularly SpongeBob, but aren't subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe so you don't miss anything. Let's get right into the episode. This is Puff's boating school music. Not good. It's funny how so many episodes that I've watched like start out like this, like right out of the gate. You've got SpongeBob and Mrs. Puff crashing into something, or he's right in the middle of a boating exam like this appears to be, and he's just destroying things. So yet again, here we are. Okay.
Calm down, SpongeBob.
Yes, Mrs. Puff. Nothing soothes one's frazzled nerves like blowing bubbles.
Not while you're driving.
No blowing bubbles.
Why did he think that was going to be beneficial? He said nothing soothes your nerves like this. And many of you have commented, and I kind of agree. This is from season 10. This one's a little, I don't know, SpongeBob's a little different. You know, he's kind of sweet and innocent early on, but he turns into, I don't know, just, I hate to say a jerk, but sometimes he really is. In moments like this, he kind of seems that way, like blowing bubbles and obscuring his vision from the road. That's really dangerous. So let's see how this plays out.
Phew. Oh.
Puffed up.
Can't feel my big toe.
So, how'd I do?
You're never getting a boating license.
And he gets all sad. And you would think, especially him knowing the rules of the road, having the whole manual memorized, I've seen that before. And it's like when he crashes and Mrs. Puff says that he fails, it's like he's upset with her because she said he failed. And I think under the circumstances, she's being pretty chill about it. You've got a massive pileup on the highway, and she's just saying, you failed. Now, a couple of times I have seen her go a little bit overboard with her comments, but most of the time it's just, well, you know, you failed your boating exam, and he gets all sad. But surely he is able to recognize, yeah, there's a reason that I failed. It's not just, you know, Mrs. Puff. But let's see what happens here. So much though.
I'll never pass my driver's test. I'll never get my license. And I'll never know the joys of boat ownership.
Really nice.
Oh yeah.
Who's this
it's a
guy?
Turbojet, 390 C horsepower with 1101 pop-up piston. We're talking some serious muscle.
Okay.
I love your boat, Larry.
And I don't remember seeing that guy before. I think he was on the episode of Band Geeks. That's about the only episode I remember him being kind of featured, at least of the ones that I've seen.
Oh, hey there, boyo.
Even, you know, when SpongeBob acts a little crazy like that, or even slightly aggressive, I do still kind of feel bad for him. You know, he's tried a bazillion times to try and get his license and just can't seem to pull it off.
Lovely day for a boat wash.
Everywhere he goes, people are enjoying their boat.
Shouldn't have borrowed Pearl's shorts.
Hey, Patrick, you want to hang out?
Wish I could, SpongeBob,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm kind of spending time with my boat right now.
Your boat? Sure, Patrick. See you later.
Catch!
He's not driving it. Blowing bubbles.
You're a very good driver, SpongeBob, and my favorite student. Here's your license.
Yeah, and see, this is what's kind of sad about it. You know, he wants the license, and I don't think he should have the license, but half of it, if you noticed, he also just wants Mrs. Puff to like him. I remember the first episode I reacted to, New Student Starfish, where he was so excited to have the good noodle stars, I think is what they called it, where she recognizes students by giving them those stars for doing positive things. And, you know, that goes just as far with him as maybe actually getting the license, is just feeling like he's doing well, getting positive feedback from Mrs. Puff and her imaginary version there saying that he's her favorite student. I mean, you can't not feel a little bit bad for him for just wanting that.
Ooh.
2017 expires,
Aw.
apparently.
If only I was as good at driving as I am at blowing bubbles.
Okay,
Oh!
all right, there's the idea, and there's the premise for the episode. And I think a few of you told me in the comments what this was kind of about. He makes his own bubble boat. Okay, he is good at blowing bubbles. I mean, that's pretty true. So let's see how this is going to work out.
That's it!
What is that?
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Can't hurt anybody with that.
alright.
Okay.
Pleasant day for a drive, eh, officer?
Sir, I'm going to
Registration.
need to see your license for that,
You don't need a license to drive a bubble.
Maybe not.
I suppose you're right. Carry on, citizen.
Okay, he's found a loophole. Good for him.
Gary! You'll never believe it. I was out driving all day. Yes, driving. First I drove down the street like this. Then I made a right turn on red like this. You should have been there, Gary. Oh, it was like a dream come true.
I don't think I've ever seen SpongeBob as excited. He feels sort of empowered because he came up with an idea that's kind of a loophole. He doesn't need a license to drive his little boat, his little bubble boat. I don't know if that boat is going to last or work out, but hey, so far, so good.
I'm here for a bubble boat?
Yeah, me too. I want one.
Oh, he's going to make him.
I'm not sure I have enough soap to make this many bubble boats.
Please.
Well, I suppose I could tap into my rainy day reserves.
Rainy Day Reserve. Okay, so I guess he's now going to make bubble boats for other people. And I'm guessing that after he does this, it's going to cause some sort of problem and he's not going to be able to do this anymore. But I don't yet know how. I guess we'll have to find out here.
One bubble boat coming up.
Thank you. Down here, idiot.
Plankton
I
wants
want
one.
to strike fear in the hearts of other drivers. You got something terrifying in that wand for me, SpongeBob?
I sure do, Plankton.
Okay.
Move! You fool! Now I will rule the streets! Ouch!
Does he want one too? I think he is probably too big. And plus, he already has his own truck, whatever it was called.
Strike fear. Blow me something that screams Larry, SpongeBob.
I'm on it, Larry.
Now this is what I call a muscle car.
I love your boat, Larry.
This is too weird. Bubble boats. Oh, okay.
I'll never blow enough bubble boats at this rate.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Look at that. It's got a whole fleet. And I'm guessing that this somehow causes a problem and they maybe ban bubble boats or something and he can't have that anymore and he goes back to wanting his boating license. I guess we'll see.
Greetings, class. My name
She's
is
happy.
Mrs. Puff.
I thought she was happy because she no longer had SpongeBob, but now I guess she's no longer going to have anybody because they don't need licenses because they have these bubble boats, and I'm guessing this is going to lead to the end of bubble boats somehow.
Now that everyone's driving bubbles, they don't need licenses. I guess there's just no place in this world for an old driving instructor.
That's sad. He's the only boat.
Hey, watch it, lady!
I'm driving over here.
Uh-oh. Popped the boat.
I'm going to have
So even he has a bubble motorcycle.
to ask you to step out of the boat, ma'am. Do you know why I pulled you over?
You ran my plates and saw my rap sheet?
What? No, your vehicle has been outlawed, ma'am.
Oh, they didn't say that. I was thinking actually that the bubble boats were going to be outlawed, but he says that the regular boats have been outlawed, which is kind of weird. But let's see.
Now that everyone drives bubble boats, real boats have been deemed too sharp and pointy to be street legal.
Sharp and pointy.
But I've never driven a bubble.
She have to take from him.
Boating school? Please don't be SpongeBob.
She's going to have to take from him, I bet.
Please don't be SpongeBob. Please don't be SpongeBob.
Oh, man. Oh, that's the ultimate, isn't it? Okay. So, yeah. So now she has to go to boating school with SpongeBob teaching. Wow. Okay. Is she going to be able to cope with this? And look at SpongeBob. I know if I walked in and I saw a teacher doing that, I would probably just walk right back out. But let's see what she does here.
Hi, Mrs. Puff.
Of course.
You must be here for the bubble lessons. Don't worry, Mrs. P. You'll be learning from a master.
He is a master at that.
Great.
Now, to get your bubble going, just pump your legs like this. Nice start.
Yeah, and this is so great. So now he's judging her on her bubble driving, and she is not able to get it. It's a complete reversal. And I'm wondering, at some point toward the end, we're going to get back to the way it was, but I don't see how yet. It's just so perfect. Okay. All right. There's the wall. The roundabout next. Cactus. Flaming cactuses underwater. A bubble fire truck. And I always mention this with the SpongeBob physics, and it's underwater, and yet you have fire cactuses. I know there's fire coral, but that's not quite the way that it works. With actual flames and everything, and then the fire truck comes and squirts water in the water onto the fire to put it out. But all right. There's the loop. Lump of Truth, I think it was called. Never seen these before this episode.
I did it.
Mrs. Puff, you're ready.
Really?
Absolutely. You just need to pass your final test. Out there.
Oh.
You can do it.
Nice and easy. Doing great.
Hello!
You know, this whole bubble boating thing isn't so bad. Maybe I could.
Oh, no, Mrs. Puff! You got on the freeway by mistake!
Hmm.
Look out!
Which I've seen him do that at least a few times. I know that he's gotten on the freeway many times that I can remember seeing him get on the freeway in various situations and causing a huge pileup. And now she's on the freeway. We'll see how she does here.
It's okay, just calm down.
They don't crash into the... There she goes.
No, what's gonna happen when they hit the surface?
Yeah. Oh, they all pop. Gonna save them all. Okay. Don't forget about Mrs. Puff.
No more bubbles. Get them off me.
Don't worry, Mrs. Puff. Even though it was Bubbles that caused all these problems, it was also Bubbles that solved them.
True.
That's kind of a wash, I guess. Get it? Wash, soap, Bubbles.
Give me that. Bubble boats are too unstable.
Mm.
They've been declared illegal.
Okay, and there you go. I knew somehow we would get back to the way it was before. But actually, the bubble boats didn't seem that bad, even when they all bumped against each other. They didn't crash. They just sort of bounced away, and that was it. But they all popped here in the end, and now apparently they're too unstable to be used. And so here we go back to what we had before.
Everyone back to your regular boats.
A little harsh.
Well, Mrs. Puff, looks like I have to get my boating license after all. See you tomorrow in class. La 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 la.
Oh, joy.
All right, well, that's the episode. I did really enjoy that one. That one was pretty fun to watch. Burst Your Bubble with the bubble boats. Thank you all for recommending that one. That was a pretty good one. I plan to keep on with you all's recommendations until those recommendations run out, which I don't see that happening anytime soon. So please keep them coming. And again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you tend to watch these SpongeBob videos and you're not subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button for me and subscribe to the channel. But I'll see you next time on the next School Principal Reacts reaction video. Thanks for watching.